get this thing rolling then.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Brick by Brick. This is a podcast where we go every episode and we talk to a different member of OpTic's infamous fan base, the Green Wall, hence the name Brick by Brick. Today we have guest Brandon AFK. He is a longtime OpTic Gaming Green Wall fan since 2013 and an aspiring professional competitive player himself. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience listening?
Hi, my name is Brandon AFK. Most people know me as AFK. And I've been watching Green Wall ever since 2013. And it's been a tough ride, but it's been a good ride as well. We got some wins and losses, so
yeah.
One thing I gotta say for sure is Hex's saying, which is "Together we stand, together we fall, together we are the Green Wall."
Yeah, absolutely.
And I love it. You know, I love that quote.
So we talked about this just a second ago. You're the first guest that actually knows what you're getting into. You've listened to all of the published episodes up until now. This is going to be episode 6, as we mentioned. So you already know the intro question. What does OpTic and the Green Wall mean to you as a fan, as someone that's been watching since 2013? That makes you one of the longer standing fans. You've been around for quite some time now. So what's OpTic and the Green Wall mean to you?
OpTic and the Green Wall means to me is that no matter win or loss, we are still a great content team, and we're still a good professional team as well. Every surrounding the Green Wall, I went to my first event in Anaheim in 2019, and you know, I loved it. You know, OpTic versus FaZe, like it was an insane matchup. I loved watching that one. Obviously, like seeing some nasty stuff go on, it's amazing to see the Green Wall go loud like that, and especially in Anaheim.
Yeah,
I don't know how it is in London, but
Anaheim I think is definitely one of the more hype events, at least of the past. Obviously, it's a little bit different now, and I don't think there's too many people in the community that know what CDL events are like since they got shut down so quickly from COVID. But you kind of answered another question that I'm sure you've heard me ask other guests, which is, have you attended an event, and what was your first event? You said Anaheim 2019.
Yeah.
That was my second event, so I was there. If you were down on the floor, I was probably right next to you at some point.
I think we got into a little talk. I
want to say maybe we did.
Yeah,
because I talked to a lot of people.
But you do look familiar. I remember you saying something about can I have your Sharpie so I can get a signature from somebody? I was like, okay.
I might have.
Yeah.
I didn't. I was very unprepared.
I
didn't have a Sharpie, and I think
either.
that you had one. I feel like I definitely met you.
Yeah.
Hey, at least in the future, you know, when events open back up, if we end up at the same one, we'll have a lot more to go off of than just, hey, can I borrow your Sharpie?
Yeah.
Thank you for being on here. Have you been to any other events, or was it just the one?
Yeah, just the one, because I haven't been able to travel to any CWL, CDL events.
Yeah.
So, but I watched them on my television. So
you're keeping up to date and everything. Yeah,
keeping up to date. Yeah.
I haven't. The last event I went to was Champs 2019. That was insane. Have not been to a CDL event yet. I was supposed to go to. I had the time off from work. I had the planes booked and everything to go to the Huntsman opener, and then obviously that got canceled. So but that's okay. That just means that we'll return to an even bigger opening OpTic event whenever that ends up happening. It's going to be. I can't even imagine how insane that will be when the time comes. So. Why don't you give us a little bit more about your background? You said you've been watching since 2013. How did you first come across OpTic? Do you remember the first video you watched, or?
I think the first video I watched was one of Scump's videos, like in like especially in the
Actually,
6050.
let me ask this: Did you, if you
Yeah,
started watching in 2013,
yeah.
was it before or after the 6050 house?
I think it was
Or like, if you don't remember, that's fine. I'm just curious because they
yeah.
moved in like August or September
Yeah,
of
I'm trying to
2013.
remember. Yeah, I think it was like after because
Okay.
like I watched that one video where he was doing a live com with the M8 and he
Okay.
like dropped like 100 plus kills on like
Freaking just
Cove
just scump
on
doing scump
BO2.
things in
Yeah,
BO2.
yeah, and then Merc comes out of nowhere, it scares him. Like
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah, that one.
yeah. Oh, dude, good times. All right, so
Yeah,
continue. So you started watching in 6050.
yep. Um, and then I watched Hex's vlogs. I don't know if he did vlogs back then, but I was
So
watching some kind of Hex
I think he
content.
was doing vlogs, just not
Yeah,
daily vlogs.
yeah,
But he was doing video because I remember seeing him like outside of Vision. He would go
oh
to
yeah.
like the CS:GO house and stuff with Mixwell and stuff. Like he was definitely vlogging. I just don't think it was daily.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I was thinking of Nade Shot when he did the day in the life vlogs.
Oh yeah,
Where yeah,
yeah.
I
Those
would
are good
watch like all
times.
of them. Yeah,
There's actually been a few times where I've thought of like, oh man, what was that part of a video? And it's from a day in the life Nade Shot vlog.
yeah,
And I have to go back and watch like 10 of them to find out which one this
yeah,
2 second snippet's from.
yeah. Exactly.
Uh, all right. And then you're playing competitive now.
Yeah.
Right before this, you said that you are trying out to be on amateur team, or is it, are they in
It.
the Challenger series? Like,
I think they're gonna be like in the like online league,
okay.
which is like
I mean, everything's online, but
yeah,
um, have you been playing I'm assuming you've been playing Call of Duty for a long time.
yeah.
Like,
I've been playing Call of Duty since MW2.
okay, same. So that was my first COD.
Yeah.
Uh,
I've been using the ACR. Like when I was younger, I would use the ACR only.
do you still play
Never
like a
do.
main AR role?
Not as much. Like I try to shy away from it now
Okay,
because that I had bad times with it last year
gotcha. See,
with
I'm this
MW.
similar.
So
Like I'm at heart, I'm a primary AR.
yeah, yeah,
But I fit the flex role pretty well. I think I have decent
yeah,
in-game knowledge, and it kind of just helps the flex role. And then the
yeah.
gun skills, definitely not the best, but it's not the worst either. Um, have you been like always into competitive? Like at what point did you make the transition from, pub stomping to you started watching OpTic? Like what did that look like to get you where you are now where you're going
Well,
after more competitive play?
well, personally, it all started in like 2013 when Optic was playing in BO2. I think it was in 2013 Anaheim. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure.
My first event.
They were going up against they were going up against FaZe. And like they were a pretty good team. They like oh no, it wasn't that memory, but I was thinking of the Scump like when he was going off. Like that one moment where he said can't remember. Um it was one memory where he was like trying to
Like, was it a hype moment or was it an in-game
it
moment?
was a hype moment or
Okay.
in
I'm
game
saying I'm pretty
moment
sure
where
Anaheim is when he told the crowd to like bow down to him or whatever.
yeah, that one.
Like he
Yeah, bound
just
down. Yeah.
stands up and just tells everyone like bow down, I'm the
Yeah.
king. This is my
Yeah.
playground basically. I'm
Yeah.
99% sure that was Anaheim 2013.
Yeah. I'm
Um
just trying to remember. It's been a while.
yeah. I know it sucks cuz like I'll think back too cuz I'm like, okay, I've been watching a long time and I'll try to
Yeah.
think back and like dude, some of the years I don't remember like anything. I remember watching all the events. I just don't remember anything from them. And it's getting harder and harder the further back I try to remember things.
Like I'm trying to think of what Scump said. Like he was like, uh,
Who's the best in the game?
Yeah, who's the best in the game? That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
Yemen Hardpoint.
Yeah, Yemen Hardpoint. That's it. Yeah, Yemen
Yemen
Hardpoint.
Hardpoint. I want to say it was like P4.
Yeah.
P3 or P4. It's the one that was in the little church tower thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, he got the scrap time and just
Yeah.
who's the best in the game?
Game. Yeah.
Yeah. That was
Exactly.
that's like a trademark moment.
Yeah.
That's definitely one of my favorites. So that was like the turning point where you were like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I like this." Did you play sports growing up at all? Like, are you
Yeah. I
pretty
played
naturally
basketball
competitive?
for. I play. Yeah, I'm naturally competitive.
Yeah.
I've been playing basketball for somewhat like 8 years or six
Damn,
years.
it's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played basketball for 5 years. Yeah. That makes sense. Most people, if you are naturally competitive, yeah, I mean, you wouldn't be trying to do something competitive if it weren't for
Yeah.
that, obviously.
Yeah.
If you're casual, you're casual. Nothing wrong with that, but you're not going to be
Yeah.
chasing a competitive anything career if you're not a competitive person.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, so you're trying out for an org. You're watching
Yeah.
OpTic. It's 2013. You said is when you started getting into it.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of everything at the time. Like, not a lot of their content was, like you said, day in the life,
Yeah.
vlogs. Scump had his 70 series or 70
Yeah.
kills a game and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Being someone that's watched for so long,
Yeah.
I got to know, what did you do during last year when it was OGLA and, the transition of power when Hex sold the majority stake, Infinite Esports and Entertainment takes over, Immortals comes in. Like, what did you do during that period? Did you stick with OpTic or?
I really went to Huntsman because that's where all the people were. That's where Hex was. That's where everybody was. Like OGLA was like a fake OpTic to me. They
Mm-hmm.
like weren't the real OpTic that I grew up watching.
Yeah, same. I think that's what a lot of OpTic fans did, like original, Hector's
Yeah.
OpTic fans
Yeah.
did. They had the logo, they had the name, but it wasn't
Yeah.
the OpTic that all of us had grown to love. It didn't have the same people. I did miss the logo.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people really like the Huntsman brand, and I know there's a lot of fans that came in and like that was their first experience with competitive Call of Duty was
Yeah.
there was no OpTic. It was just, I mean, there was OpTic, but it was OGLA. So like they really liked the Huntsman, but for me, that was one thing, switching and being a Huntsman fan for a year, I did feel like there was something missing. Like
Yeah.
1 year of Huntsman versus I started watching OpTic in 2010 and then more
Yeah.
competitively in 2012. So it's
Yeah.
like that's like 8 years of watching these people.
Yeah.
Something like I need the
Exactly.
name OpTic.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So do you have a favorite moment from an event?
Favorite moment. It has to be Merc's 3-piece or 4-piece on Raid on S&D.
Raid S&D 3-piece
Yeah. Yeah.
from center down the pool stairs.
Yep.
Yeah. Dude, that was
It's
who was
gotta
that
be one.
against?
I'm trying to think.
I don't know. I have no idea. I almost want to say Envy,
Yeah, it's gotta be
but
Envy, but not too sure.
I almost want to pull it up. I'm not going to waste time pulling it up. But I know what you're talking about. I know that exact clip.
Yeah.
I don't remember the
Yeah.
team. I'm pretty sure it was one of the kind of rivalry teams, though. I don't
Yeah.
think it was Complexity. I mean, it could have been. Shit. Um,
Yeah.
What about some other ones? Normally, I mean, you've listened to a few episodes now. Normally, I do like the top 3 favorite OpTic moments.
The Scump, the who's the best in the game one for sure.
Okay.
And then when Nade Shot went huge, I don't remember what game it was, but I think it was AW.
Who
Yeah, it was
What?
AW.
I mean, Nate Shot, he's had his moments. He's obviously not like the biggest
Yeah.
flashy player, but he does have a few standout moments. I think Nate Shot AW, all I think about is the HBR. Like I can't the community is ingrained that so deeply. Like I can't think of him doing anything else.
Yeah.
And I mean, at what point throughout the season did Karma step in and replace him?
Yeah.
Like a lot of my OpTic Advanced Warfare memories are either Nadeshot HBR or Dynasty Team, like the beginning of the Dynasty.
Yeah.
So Nadeshot going off. Scump, who's the best in the game. Yeah, number 3.
The formal snipes from AW. Like the beginning of the Dynasty.
Yeah. I was actually like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago maybe?
Yeah.
I was watching some top formal moments throughout his CoD career.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were AW snipes.
Yeah.
Like, dude, he's
gross.
He was nasty with the sniper in that game. The little thermal, like the weird, it like come up and then open or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, there was a few of them on one of the snowy maps. I don't know, some sort of snowy map S&D, and he was just, I think he got an ace with a sniper.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, the ace.
Yeah, it's weird because this year we've GA'd snipers as a whole.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like looking back and seeing some of the insane sniper clips that pros have hit over the years, like we're not going to get that unless they fix snipers and un-GA them.
Yeah, exactly.
And like you have Clayster, I think it was when he was on United in BO2, Raid S&D. He hit a disgusting snipe from, I think it was a no-scope in like top art room.
Yeah.
Or something. Like there's just a lot of good sniper moments.
Yeah.
I always think of, remember the map Solar from Advanced Warfare?
Oh yeah, Solar. Yeah.
It's like one of the few maps I actually remember the name of. From, I don't remember if it was offense or defense one. It was the one like up at the top because it was kind of like a sloped map. Up here, you could actually jetpack boost and go above the building and snipe like all the way across to hit the spawn snipe.
Yeah.
I want to say Zuma. I'm pretty sure it was Zuma hit one of those in a tournament.
Yeah.
It was, dude, that I kind of miss jetpacks. As much as I hate saying it.
Yeah.
Because I enjoyed Infinite Warfare, but I was ready to go back to boots on the ground.
Yeah.
I kind of miss jetpacks.
Yeah, I do too.
What's your stance on that actually? Like because you're 18, right?
Yeah.
You've been playing COD since MW2 though, so you've been playing COD as long as I have. You've played obviously more boots on the ground games than jetpack games. But typically the younger you are, the more you like faster games like jetpacks. Like, do you have a preference?
Like I'm in between.
Okay.
Like I can go either or.
Gotcha.
But like my favorite jetpack game has to be AW.
For me, like the way I look at AW, for the first like 6 months of that game, that was the most fun I had in Call of Duty since like Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
Like it was new, it was different. That's when I really started to watch a lot of Karma videos because he would have he had like a series where he would basically just make a montage of him like ground pounding people. And like watching him is where I learned how to maneuver with a jetpack. Like it just clicked one day after watching enough of his videos. I was like, if you just boost around, like you don't even have to have a thought process to it, but if you just keep moving, people cannot hit you. Like they're not that good at tracking.
Yeah.
And so I started doing that and it's like I became unkillable. And then I kind of got over it after like 6 months. I was like, okay, this is kind of, and even then it wasn't necessarily the movement that annoyed me. It was the loot boxes, the way that they did them in that game.
Yeah. I can kind of agree on that.
Like it got to a point where I was dying because people had the speakeasy or the obsidian steel.
Yeah, like those are overpowered.
Yeah. See, I'm kind of in between as well. And I
Yeah.
think the people that lean heavily towards jetpack games and they think that they're more fun tend to be either younger players that still have, super quick reaction time, or more aggressive players that like that chaos.
Yeah.
They just like that speed of being in your face all the time. Like a lot of SMG players really like the jetpack games. And I feel like the slower or more like AR players like the boots on the ground games better.
Yeah.
So, and it's kind of weird because like similar to you, like I transitioned from an AR to a flex. So I
Yeah.
do like both styles of the game. I like being able to stare down hallways and beam people on boots on the ground. I like being able to fly across the map with an SMG and get in your face. And just
Yeah.
be a nuisance in your spawn.
Yeah, exactly.
So OpTic wise, obviously we just suffered a pretty tough loss to Rocker. I haven't watched it
Yeah.
yet. I know it was, I believe, a round 11
Yeah.
loss. How do you feel about the Rocker tweet? And I mean, I don't want to get like super dramatic and stuff on this,
Yeah.
but obviously Twitter's been insane with
Yeah.
that whole Rocker thing and Scump. And I don't know if you've been seeing Hex's tweets this morning, but
Yeah, I just seen that.
he's going off on people like
Yeah, he's just murdering the timeline.
as someone that, because I'm not trying to be a professional player anymore. Like my
Yeah.
competing days are behind me. I'm actually trying
Yeah.
to transition more into more casual games, to be honest, because competitive just annoys the crap out of me. Like
Yeah.
I'm tired of being that like stressed. It's not necessarily stressed, but like I hate losing. I'm super competitive.
Yeah, same
And
here.
if I play a competitive game and I lose, it pisses me off. But if you don't have a consistent squad to grind with, or like in battle royales, just little things can go wrong and you lose. So it's like I'm just pissed off every time I play Call of Duty now. And especially with Cold War, with like skill based matchmaking the way it is, like
Yeah.
I never have an opportunity to just go chill on Call of Duty and just murder people. Like Christmas noobs don't even exist anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get into more casual games because I'm tired of being pissed off every time I pick up a controller.
Yeah.
But being someone that is still playing competitively and obviously trying to make it, like, what are your thoughts on trash talk like this and the kind of banter between players, owners, orgs, like all of it?
Well, it's kind of like with the Rocker situation, it's just kind of like bogus because like why would you roast a team after they're down? Like
Mm-hmm.
they're like they already like lost full or they
Yeah.
already like lost composure and you're just adding more fuel to the fire.
Mm-hmm.
And like Scum said last night, it was just like, it was just absurd.
See,
I
I don't know. I see there's a lot to it, right?
Yeah.
Like player to player banter, I think is always going to be okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
And I don't think there's like taking it too far. I almost want to say that doesn't exist. Obviously, you can take it too far. I just think it's really hard to do. From an organization standpoint, I don't. Was it uncalled for? Sure, but I don't think it was that bad. Just because, like, I don't know if you saw Aches tweeted about it this morning too, or it could have been last night.
Yeah.
But it was pretty much like, just don't let it get to you.
Yeah, exactly.
But also, like, a team like OpTic, where we do have the largest fan base, we do have a lot of pull in the community for anything.
Yeah.
Like, if let's face it, if Hex or Scump or anyone within OpTic said, hey, I want you to go, dislike so-and-so's videos or go, like, claim a copyright, like, dude, we could end people's channels if we wanted to.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
Could end, we do have a lot of leverage that way. So from Rocker's side, it's not chipping away from that leverage or anything, but it's like almost let me get inside of their head for good.
Yeah.
The only thing is with players like Scump that traditionally doesn't work. If you look at history, every time someone has gotten in Scump's head, he does pretty good bouncing back and just mopping the floor with them. So like, I don't know if it's the smartest move.
Yeah.
Like I would.
Have you seen that one tweet where he united in 2018? They were like something Halloween with the OG like colors or whatever.
I think so. I mean, it was a few years back.
And then, that's what I'm relating to. And then OpTic just decimates them the next series that they play them.
Yeah, like,
and then
that's what I'm imagining, right? Okay, what does this look like the next time OpTic and Rocker face off? Now, Rocker, by the way, last year, I do like Rocker. I like a lot of the teams in the league now because the way that personalities and stuff split from CWL to CDL,
especially Midnight.
Yeah, like I like Midnight. I like Gary V. They're both involved in the Rocker. I obviously like 100 Thieves because Nade Shot, Courage.
Yeah, Nade Shot.
I'm a huge fan of Logan Dodson and his work. I can't disrespect on FaZe. Like they're FaZe, really fun to like. I'm a Lakers fan. Always been a Lakers fan. I'll die a Lakers fan. I feel the same way about the Lakers as I do about OpTic. But in today's game of basketball, the Golden State Warriors are one of the most fun teams to watch. They're just young and they have a lot of energy and they play fast ball. FaZe is the same way. They have so much young energy. Like they're really fun to watch and, they're damn good at the game. Arguably the best team in the game over the last 2 years, regardless of Empire, winning last year at the end of the year. Like I still think FaZe throughout the course of Modern Warfare was the most dominant team. But so it's like I like a lot of teams. Obviously OpTic is way up here for me. But like, what does this look like the next time OpTic and Rocker face off? Like OpTic comes back, they beat Rocker. Like it's gonna make for really good content in the future.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Whether it's part of the process or just memes or something, Jake Sucky, I'm sure will talk about it. Like the analysts are going to talk about it on their shows and whatnot, assuming OpTic does beat Rocker the next time they face off, especially if it's at the later stage of a tournament, if it is a winners finals or something like that. Like, again, uncalled for statement from them. Like, don't kick them while they're down. But also, like Egg said, don't let it get under your skin. As OpTic fans, we have no right to go after them the way that some of the fans have been.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's going to make for a really good story. Even if the Rocker beat OpTic next time, like that's going to be an underwhelming story. That'll be like the theatrical cut of Justice League versus the Zack Snyder cut.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you've watched either of those. But
I don't think I have, but
if you have HBO Max, I highly recommend the Snyder Cut. It's 4 hours long. And assuming you like superhero movies to begin with, not everybody does.
Yeah.
But damn, it was a good 4 hours. All right. So next question, I suppose. Speaking of content, I guess, and series and everything, like, do you have a favorite series that OpTic has done? And it could be anything. Vision is everyone's kind of go-to. I think that's the easy one to say. I think the Avenger said, I think he said like Hex's vlogs and like Mexicandy. So it's like, it could be literally anything.
Yeah. So like, I was thinking not Vision, like Vision. I have respect
and it's interesting
for.
Because you've actually had, you've listened to like, you kind of know what questions are coming. So you've had time to think about it. Also, is that what shirt is that? I'm seeing the Turtle Beach
OG,
logo. The Champs?
It's the new
current one.
Yeah.
That's my first black OpTic jersey.
Yeah, that's my...
Dude, it's clean as fuck.
I'm going to surprise a lot of people for this. I haven't gotten a single OpTic jersey until now.
Really?
Like, literally...
I didn't get crazy with merch until last year.
Yeah.
Like
2017 was like...
If you look at like my esports, like not just esports, but just like gamer wear and stuff, like influencer merch, I guess. My closet went from like this to this. Fuck nuts.
Yeah.
I've got a decent collection now, but that's all been in the last year. I went forever without buying merch.
Yeah. And the thing was, like 2017, like I wanted the white OpTic jersey. You know, it was the most this one. No.
Oh my goodness.
I wanted that so bad. And I wanted
the first. That was the first jersey that I bought.
Yeah,
because I wasn't huge. I mean, I was big into it. I was watching like every single match, especially back in the day, like Black Ops 3 to about Advanced Warfare. I wasn't just watching OpTic. I was watching like every match.
Yeah.
But that was the first jersey I got because it was white. It was the Champs white. I wear a lot of white shirts anyways.
Yeah.
I'm not like a lot of. I feel like a lot of people have a lot of black in their wardrobe. Got a lot of white and blues. But yeah, the Champs white one, like World Championship. Like I was like, dude, I have to buy this jersey.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna upset you even more. I literally, kid you not, I wished I went to Champs 2019 because they were giving out free Champs white jerseys.
Yeah, I got one
for everybody. I didn't get one.
I purchased one because you were able to buy them.
Yeah,
and they were the Legacy whites.
Yeah,
but the difference is the ones that you bought online, down in the corner, it shows the events that OpTic has won.
Yeah.
The ones they were handing out has the players that have been in OpTic before.
Yeah.
So I actually have one of each. But when I got the one at Champs, I was like, damn, do I go back and cancel my order? Then I was like, money was already spent. I'll just have to.
Yeah.
And actually, before I moved to this apartment, I had the one that I purchased. I had it like over my chair.
Yeah.
I want to frame one of them.
Yeah.
I need to get Scump's signature on the 2017, and then I'm going to frame it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. The goal is to get that jersey signed by the team that won it and Hex, and I have everybody but Scump. Yeah. Scump's a hard dude to slow down at a tournament.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I tried at Champs, but I tried right after they lost, and it's not the best time to approach people.
I tried at Anaheim 2019. I got most of their signatures on my controller, but I couldn't get Hexes.
No?
No.
Dude, so if for future reference, Hex, I think it's his normal thing to stand to the side of the stage. Like, if here's the stage, right, and here's the crowd facing me, and I'm the player facing you, I feel like Hex is always like 90 degrees out this way.
Yeah.
Like, picture the Anaheim venue and like the metal bleachers. He was over there a lot in the low corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think at Champs, he was down at that same corner. Like, Anaheim 2013 was a little bit different just because the whole venue was much, much smaller. The way seating was arranged, like, Hex was just sitting in the front row of the crowd.
Yeah.
Anyways, where were we? Series. Favorite series.
Yeah, favorite series. I can't say Vision, but I want to.
Yeah,
but
understandably
I have to go with either Hex's vlogs or The Day in the Life by Nate Shot, or even Scump's commentaries.
Gotcha. All good series. Yeah. I don't think there's been a bad series that they've done.
But,
reason being, do you have, like, if you had to choose one of those three, either Scump's commentaries, Nate Shot's Day in the Life, or Hex's vlogs, which one would you pick and why?
Probably Hex's vlogs. Because, like, I've watched every single one.
Damn.
Yeah, like, I've watched, like, most, like... Okay. That decided to happen.
That's okay.
Phone vibrated. Okay.
Don't worry. We can edit this part out.
Okay.
Or leave it for content. Who knows?
Might as well.
Might as well.
Get a little laugh in. But, yeah, I would have to say Hex's vlogs because I've been watching since 2014 through 20... Yeah, 2021. So been solid. I've been watching all of his vlogs. I loved all of his vlogs. Like they're so entertaining.
See, for me, if I had to choose
Yeah.
between those three,
Yeah.
it would be tough. Scum's commentaries would not be it. I
Yeah.
like IRL content.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn. If we set like a date, right? If we went from like early days up until like 2014, 15, I'd probably choose Nade Shot Day in the Life.
Oh yeah, I
But
was going to
after
say that for
that, I would
sure. Yeah.
probably say Hex. Because
Yeah.
I'd say back in the day, I watched more of Nade Shot's content than
Yeah.
Hex's.
That's what I was thinking too.
And like when I think of most of my, like I said, like anytime I think of some funny moment from a video, it's like every time it's from a day in the life.
Nade Shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I think currently, like Hex has all of those good moments.
Yeah, exactly.
All those funny moments with Scump or Formal, like they're all in a Hex vlog.
Yeah.
Um,
Like I think I would have to say the same thing too.
if I
It's
had to
because
just
that was my
pick
childhood.
one,
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna go with Day in the Life. I think.
Yeah.
Just because I think there's just more memories there. I was
Yeah.
gonna say Hex's vlog until you said the word childhood,
Oh,
and then I was
meant
like,
to
you know
say
what? No.
Yeah.
I was like, he's got a point here. We're going Day in the Life. Yeah, dude, there's so many good pieces out there. So many good little moments. Like,
Yeah.
that's the biggest thing I'm bummed out about now. Like, yeah, like I make content now. Like, I'm focused
Yeah.
more of my time there. Like, I miss a lot of content because I don't have the time to watch all of it. I need 40 hours in a day. Either that or I go back to my high school sleep schedule, which consisted of like 1 to 3 hours of sleep a night, which wasn't great. Okay, so you've got your favorite series that they've done. Did I already ask favorite member, current and all time? I don't think I have.
Nope.
No. So current, you heard the question. Favorite current OpTic member, and it can be anybody, player, behind the scenes guy. The only person I keep off limits is Hex.
Okay.
You can't name Hex. And then all time, they could be someone that was in OpTic and no longer is, or it could be someone that's in OpTic. The first episode, I had Big Timer as my current and Karma as my all time. And then right afterwards, Karma came back in. I was like, well, I guess he's current again.
Oh, that's a tough
and then
one.
D-Treats. Those are my top three.
Yeah.
Like,
I would have to go top three.
for me, it would be Big Timer and D-Treats. If I had to pick, those would be the two.
Yeah.
My senior pictures in high school were modeled after Big Timer.
Yeah.
So
I think I would have to go with current Roger.
Okay.
Behind the scenes guy for the process.
Dude, the process is turning out to be so good too.
Yeah, it is.
And I really like the logo. Like, I can't wait for process merch.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be dope.
Yeah. And then all the time is gonna be Big Timer, easily.
Okay. Dude, I like it. I'm a simple man. You know, if I see Big T, I leave a like. I'm gonna start squeezing like a picture of Big Timer into the frame somewhere for the videos.
Yeah.
And if anyone watches it, they're gonna have to like the video. It's gonna be my hack for the podcast.
Yeah.
See a Big Timer, which you will from now on, you have to leave a like.
Yeah.
I don't make the rules. All right, I just manipulate them. All right, so Big Timer and Roger. I like the Roger one. I really like when people go with behind the scenes guys.
Yeah.
You remember at Anaheim they had the 100 Thieves pop up?
Yeah.
One, did you get anything from that?
Just too packed.
It was.
Like when I
waited in line for too long.
Yeah, I like that moment. I was like trying to get signatures. I was in the zone trying to get signatures from some pros, and it's like meet some like people from OpTic.
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck I was doing in that line. Like realistic. So I got a 2019 white jersey from it.
Yeah.
But I don't wear any 100 Thieves merch. I've bought a couple pieces. I have a 2020 jersey, the white short sleeve. It's super clean. It still has the tag on it. I just don't. When I reach in my closet to grab merch, it's gonna be
Yeah.
OpTic or TST related or Huntsman.
Yeah.
The Huntsman goat tees are probably some of my favorite. One, they're super comfy. Two, they're just super clean. But yeah, during that pop-up event, when I got in there and I was looking around the shop and everything, I'm like sitting there getting B-roll and stuff because I was trying to vlog it with my iPhone 7 Plus. Trying to vlog it, and then I see Logan Dodson, and I was like, "Hey, can I get a picture?" And it was because, like, at the end of the day, the behind the scenes guys are the ones making the content. Like,
yeah, exactly.
What was it? Someone said Roger was up for like 4 days for the Maniac episode. Like,
that's crazy.
And sure, obviously he's not 24/7 for 4 days. Like he's sleeping a little bit, but I'm sure it's like a nap. And then back up to like work for 5 hours and then maybe like an hour nap. Or maybe he is up 24/7. I mean, we know that like as much as I don't like admitting it, like we know that there is Adderall available.
Yeah.
I don't know who's taking it. Or maybe, I mean, after the Maniac thing, they could have all just said no more Adderall. Like I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
But like Hitch during Vision, like dude, the behind the scenes guys
they put in work for that series.
Yeah. So I really like when people name behind the scenes guys.
Yeah.
Plus I think it's more in line with what I want to do. I think I want to do. It'll take more experimenting and stuff.
Yeah.
To kind of figure it out. Speaking of that, do you do any content or do you stream? Do you?
Yes,
I mean, you know how like the end of the episodes normally go, so I will give you that at the end, but just for general conversation, like, do you do content?
Yeah, I do content. I have a YouTube channel with over 136 subscribers.
Hey.
So it's No Limit AFK.
Okay.
On YouTube.
Gotcha. What kind of stuff are you posting?
Like Call of Duty content.
Like commentaries, live comms, like
I just do
gameplay,
like live streams.
Okay, gotcha.
And then I start to do like when it's like a holiday or something, I'll do like a holiday commentary.
Gotcha.
Over some good gameplay.
Gotcha. I'll have to check it out. While we're on the topic of content and making content and behind the scenes and all stuff like that, you probably already know what's coming. But if you could be an OpTic in any way, shape, or form, whether it's a behind the scenes guy, a guy in front of the camera, an audio engineer for a future podcast. I doubt they do much audio engineering with the eavesdrop. But if you could do anything within OpTic, what would it be?
On camera guy, why? For sure.
On camera guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a quick answer, no hesitation. I like it.
Yeah. Because like I like they're not gonna be there, probably, I don't know, by the time I'll probably get an OpTic. So I'll just probably make some funny content with some people in OpTic.
See, that's
stuff like that.
I like that answer because one is optimistic. They won't be there by the time I get an OpTic, so you're already going, I'm getting an OpTic. But two, most people think like if they could, like when I ask that, I feel like most people go, if I could be an OpTic right now. They don't think,
right now,
if I ever get an OpTic, it's probably not going to happen for a few years, and by then some of the guys will have moved on.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting answer. It's different from any answer I've heard before. Like I've heard people say I'd rather be an on-camera guy, but they're assuming like right now. Like, oh, dude, I'd love to be on camera with Formal doing whatever Formal does, just making people laugh. Like, turns out this guy's been a sleeper the whole time, and he's just the funniest dude in the league. Like, dude, who knew Piper was this funny?
Right.
Like, who knew? This guy comes
Yeah.
out. They say we're doing an OpTic podcast, and this guy just goes on about some funny shit every single time.
The tier list. Oh my goodness.
Dude, the tier list.
Yeah.
The little story of Dashy throwing away his apartment keys.
Yeah.
There's like a little topping in the Chick-fil-A sandwich. There's like a little condiment on, like, dude, formal. Dude's a funny guy.
Yeah.
So on camera guy.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Man, it's weird. We answered a lot of questions really quickly, I feel like. And out of order. I'm looking at my sheet here and I'm like, nope, we answered that one. We answered that one. You might have an answer to this one, or you might have already done it, but if you could meet anyone involved in OpTic, who would you want to meet? And I'm sure you've met some of them at Anaheim.
I would have to say
And then I think it was last episode as well. I kind of switched it. I threw the twist in of like if you could meet them and then if you could like actually hang out with them for a day. Because for me the answers definitely change.
Mine has to be Scump.
The Ginger Ninja?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Sure.
Why? Why Scumpy?
Just because you know, like we'll do a 1v1.
How do you think you would do?
I would probably
like realistically, like you.
I don't think I would do that good.
No,
I'm being honest.
Okay.
I think I would at least get like 6 or 7 kills on him.
And what are we going to?
Probably. Nah, I'll probably say 10 and 30.
Gotcha.
It's just a standard free for all.
So if you're going to 10,
yeah.
How many kills do you think you get on them?
Probably about 4 or 5.
Really? See, I feel like if I'm going against Scump in a 1v1 to 10, not on Nuketown because I fucking despise that map, but on pretty much any other, 1v1 map.
Yeah.
If it's a little bit bigger, I think I can go about 4 kills, 5 kills.
Yeah.
If it's smaller, I'm going 2 or 3. I don't think I can beat him that many times at close range.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm talking me like in my peak. In my peak with the AR, I could see myself maybe going 5.
Yeah.
5 kills. And instead of 4 or 5, I'd lean towards 5. If we're going to 30, I don't know. I've done a lot of 1v1s. Like I actually spend I've probably spent, if I look at my COD career and I compare it to my friends and whatnot, I've probably spent as much time as all my friends combined in 1v1s, just myself. Like, I just really like 1v1s. It's probably because, like, I started out as a sniper. So, like, 1v1, Rust, 1v1, Scrap, like, I've just, Cage Match, when Modern Warfare Remastered came out, all I did was play Cage Match. And from my experience, the longer a match is, the better I do. Like, if it's to 10, sometimes it's like becomes a pretty close game. But if I face the same person, but we go to 30, after the first 10 kills, I feel like I start mopping them. I just kind of like get their play style. And if I'm playing with the AR, like if I kind of figure out your play style on the spawns, I can start hitting you off the spawns.
Yeah.
And, even if you are a sub, like if I can keep you from closing that gap, then I could do okay. So I think if we go to 30, I do a little bit better against Scump.
Yeah.
Now, if we switch the roles, if we go to 30 and I'm playing against Piper, I think it actually goes backwards because that guy's got a better shot than I do.
Yeah.
Like him, I would rather go to 10 and just try my luck at being aggressive.
Exactly.
So Scump would be the guy that you would meet. Would it be the same answer if you were like hanging out with him for a day?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's hard because like if I'm able to hang out with any of these guys for a day, it's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
I don't think if any of them go, I bet for a whole day they'd be kind of boring. Like, no, they all seem like they'd be fun, like be some funny something funny would be happening.
Yeah.
So, all right. You've been to events. Who have you met? Like, did you meet people down at Anaheim? Do you have a few that you kind
Okay,
of put on
so
top of like, oh, I'm really happy I met them more so than I met this other person?
I was happy to meet Hex. Um, he was a really chill dude. Um, and at the time, I had like no good camera at all. Like I had an Android.
You have a
I
good
don't know
camera
how
now?
people. Yeah, I have an iPhone like SE now, so I'm ready for
Okay.
events if they come back.
Yeah.
So back then, I used to have horrible quality, and then Hex told me for a split second he was like, "This, let's get in light real quick," and then we took a picture.
He
And he
like
was like,
saw it and he was like, I'm not
"Yeah,
gonna let you take a bad picture.
yeah,
Um,
exactly,
so you have an iPhone SE now.
yeah,
You had an Android before. I'm an iPhone Apple Stan.
yep."
How's your transition been regarding that?
It's been pretty good.
Do you prefer Android? Do you miss some
No,
things, or are you like, no,
no,
iPhone's better?
no, iPhone's better for sure.
Yes. Yes, we got another one, ladies and gentlemen. Another one recruited. iPhone gang. There's
Yep.
definitely some things on Android that I think are cool.
Yeah,
I just don't like them.
yeah, me
I
either.
think Apple does so good. And if there's anyone listening to this and you're an Android stan, please do not try to say something in the comments or on Twitter. I will ignore you because there's no
Yeah,
changing my mind. I'm pretty firm on it.
yeah.
Um so all right. Do you plan on getting a better camera at all? Like, do you have an interest in doing anything more behind the scenes like, or do you want to focus most of your content towards developing an on-camera personality and whatnot?
Uh, just on camera,
Gotcha.
building out personality.
Good. I think
So
it's a good move, especially if you're
yeah,
trying to compete. Like, it's what Hex has always said, right? Like, you have to build your personality as a professional player.
yeah,
In case anything happens, right? You could be Zuma,
yeah,
you could be one of the better players in the league and suffer a hand injury
yeah,
and have to retire, or take a year off or so. We'll see if he comes back.
yeah,
Um, you could be Karma, right? Don't even want to say one of the better players in the league. He's the GOAT, 3-time world champ on LAN,
yeah,
one and only on LAN. But you could just get tired of the state of the game. That's kind of where I'm
yeah.
at with Call of Duty. I'm pretty burnt out. Like, I have not enjoyed a Call of Duty past February in probably 4 years. Like, we have Cold War, Modern Warfare. What was before Modern Warfare?
Before Modern Warfare was
Was it World War II? Or no, Black
I
Ops
think
4. Black Ops 4.
yeah, Black Ops 4. Yeah,
And then before Black Ops 4 was World War II,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Or no, was it Infinite Warfare?
No, that was before World War
No.
II
Okay,
because there's
so
jetpack still.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that was actually perfect. Infinite Warfare was the last game that I thoroughly enjoyed that year of Call of Duty. Granted, we did have Modern Warfare remastered. So I was able to, like, if I was tired of jetpacks, I could go play that and vice versa.
yeah,
But other than that, that was the last year that I enjoyed the entire year of COD. World War II, outside of the war game mode, didn't like it that much. It was
yeah,
dull. I don't like older war eras. Like, the guns just feel
yeah,
old because they are.
yeah,
Black Ops 4, for the most part, I enjoyed it. I could not stand 150 health plus stim shot.
yeah,
Ultimately, it's stim shot. I cannot stand stim shot. I think it is the worst addition to Call of Duty in COD history, maybe.
yeah,
And mind you, when they announced stim shot and like when it first came out, I thought it was going to be a good thing.
yeah,
I liked the concept of you have more control and it's one more thing to think about to, like, when it comes to engaging. Like,
yeah,
do you hide and stim up? Do you just stim like I don't know. I thought that there was going to be a better outcome, and then after Black Ops 4, I flipped completely, and I'm like, stim shot should have never existed. I think it makes people play the game wrong, and they've got too big of egos now. Like, you don't get punished anymore. If you peek a dumb heady and you get tagged, the fact that you can just come right back out at full health just about, like, you need to be punished for doing something stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
But outside of stim shot, I did enjoy a lot of Black Ops 4. I really liked Heist as a game mode. I think that game was a saving grace for me.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare, I liked Gunfight. It was a decent game, most of it, but by the end I was just sniping because it was all I enjoyed. Most of me was pretty burnt out on Modern Warfare pretty quick. Warzone, I only play that because it's like one of the only games my friends play now. But for the most part, I despise Warzone. Nothing gets under my skin more than Warzone, probably. Cold War, I really enjoy the way the game plays, but nobody else I play with likes it.
Yeah.
So I play it solo, and it's not. I don't know. I don't think it's that fun.
Yeah.
League play was disappointing.
Yeah.
I also really don't like Control. Actually, as someone that plays competitively, what are your thoughts on Control as a respawn game mode?
I don't know how
as a player perspective and as a viewer perspective.
I just miss watching Uplink.
Okay.
As a game mode.
What about playing it? Like,
playing it was fun.
Control, I mean.
I enjoyed it. Oh, Control? I don't know how I feel about it. I have like good/bad decision on it.
Really?
Like, there's sometimes like where I'll play Control and like I'll get spawn trapped. I'll annoy the academy. Yeah.
See, I don't like it. I haven't played it with the newest update, the way they messed with the timer and stuff.
Oh, dude, they messed up Garrison.
Did they?
Bad. Yeah.
See, overall, maybe outside of Garrison, like, do you feel like it's better with the update, or do you think it didn't really make a difference, or is it worse?
It didn't make a difference.
No, it just made the game longer, but it's still the same shit.
Yep.
Damn.
Basically.
Unfortunate. I don't like it. I feel like it's team deathmatch spawn trapping.
Yeah.
Like, it just feels like a spawn trap game mode, and whoever wins the first 1 or 2 waves of kills wins the game. And it's very defense sided. Most maps favor defense pretty heavily. Like, I just don't think it's a good game mode. And obviously watching it, like, yes, we have got some pretty insane moments, but I think a lot of those moments, like I haven't watched matches in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But one of the last ones that I watched was a Garrison Control, and OpTic, I think they took the hill by the point by lights.
Yeah.
Right? They took that with like 0.2 or 3 seconds left.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, okay, cool, you extended the game, but there was no chance that they were able to capture that second point.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you extended it, but you didn't make a difference. It's not like you extended it and all of a sudden you had this like 50-50 chance of winning. It's like, no, you extended it and you were still going to lose. Like, it was a super insane, really intense, like, oh, like, let's go. Like, let's see what we could do. But it's like, at the end of the day, it didn't make a difference.
Yeah, exactly.
And I just feel like that's what Control is.
Yeah.
It has the intense moments, and they're intense because they're intense, but not because they're actually going to turn the tide of the game.
Yeah.
It's not like Hardpoint where, if it's a pretty close game and you're within, 20 points going into the final hill, how winning one wave of kills might let you come back and win the game. Or, Seaside Hardpoint, OpTic versus E United, Dashy's 5-piece.
Yeah.
And then E United on the same hill come back and almost win.
Yeah.
Like, and then, Karma and I think Crim6 go in in the wine cellar hill and end up securing the win. Like,
Yeah.
that was intense because the end result was on the line.
Yeah.
Like, Dashi getting that 5-piece changed the tide of the game.
Yeah.
And then E United changed it. Like, there was just a lot going on, and it actually made a difference on the victor.
Yeah.
Control just prolongs the inevitable.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. That's my Control TED Talk. I despise the game mode. I miss CTF and Uplink.
Yeah.
I would take Blitz over Control.
See,
Ghost.
the thing about me is,
Yeah.
the thing about me is, I loved watching it competitively. I just never played it competitively.
Blitz.
Yeah.
It wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
That was during Ghost. Advanced Warfare was the last game I played really competitively and actually had a squad to grind with.
Yeah.
Ghost was right in the middle of that, and we were playing a lot. Blitz definitely wasn't perfect. I still think Blitz worked better than Control.
Yeah.
The one thing that Blitz did have going for it, if they tweaked a couple things, is like in CTF, you can lock down spawns a little bit easier. In Blitz, because it teleported you back automatically, like you didn't actually have to run back, it got you, like, if you were the team that was doing the spawn trapping and the opposing team got a couple kills and it was a close game, instead of focusing on the spawn trap, sometimes you would have to slide in to score, and that would open up the spawn, and it would give them a chance to break out of their spawn.
Yeah.
Downside of that is all you had to do was get to their spawn to score. You didn't actually have to take the flag or the ball back. It's like, there's definitely like a pro-con situation.
Yeah.
But it's still better than Control. Adam Epicella believes we should just do hardpoint and search and destroy. I tweeted at him a couple months ago. He said something, and I was like, well, how do you feel about this? He was like, just bring it down to 2 modes. Just add more maps and just do search and destroy and hardpoint. I was like, you know what? Yep, that's better than Control.
Yeah, I was gonna say like two game modes. I think it would be more interesting to watch for viewership. One,
it'd be easier to track for one because it's just one less thing you have to like know the details about.
Yeah, and those are like my 2 favorite game modes to play.
Yeah, I like hardpoint. I mean, I love the technicality of search and destroy and like the mental side of it. I like killing people, and hardpoint lets you do that.
Yeah.
I do think hardpoint's a little easier for sure because you get the extra lives. And you don't have to be as, I feel like your IQ doesn't have to be quite as high as it does in search. But at the same time, search has like 50-50 plays where it's like, it doesn't matter how high your IQ is. It's a 50-50.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only downfall of having 2 modes is in this game, we don't have enough maps.
Yeah,
you would need to have a large map pool. Otherwise, you'd be playing, like, you'd play the same 4 hardpoint maps in one series or something.
Yeah.
Like, or instead of a best of 5, it'd have to be like a best of 9 or something. Or like how long do CS:GO matches go? Like on a single map, like what is their, search and destroy, you win at 6. What does CS:GO win at? It's a lot.
16? No.
It's something like that.
Yeah, it's something like 16.
Way up there. Like you go like 30 rounds or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like at the same time, that's the best way to decide who's better. Like you give them as many opportunities as possible and the best team will come out on top.
Yeah.
Versus like if you only have 11 rounds, most of the time it's going to go to the better team, but sometimes it's just going to be whoever popped off at the right moment for 3 rounds in a row or something. Like if you have someone like Envoy or Simp, if they pop off at the right time for 2 or 3 rounds, that could win the game. Doesn't mean that their team was better. No, they just got the juice at the right time. All right. I think that's it as far as questions. Is there anything that you want to ask me or anything that you want to say before we give you your Hot Ones moment?
Okay. I'm going to tell you a story about Anaheim 2019.
Hit it. Story time.
So this was a day before, and we just no, it was like a week before. We got tickets to go to Anaheim because like I was like at that age where I needed a guardian to go with me.
Yeah.
Or like no, I was like 16. Like it was 2 years ago.
Damn, it was 2 years ago already.
Yeah, and then so I could go, and then like we had to go on a Greyhound bus because we didn't want to fly or drive because we
How
didn't
far
have
away
enough
from
money.
Anaheim are you?
I am about 5 to 6, no, 7 hours.
Okay. That's right.
So
Yeah, I remember.
yeah,
Yeah.
so it wasn't that bad driving wise, but we didn't have enough gas money, and we would have to go to um we would have to go to Greyhound, and Greyhound, I'm gonna be blunt honest, is not the best place to
Bus
go for.
service, like,
Yeah, it's not the best bus service. Like we had to wait at our freaking the station for 5 hours
damn.
or close to that. And my mom's like, we're gonna miss Anaheim. We're gonna miss day one. And then I was like, no, I can't miss that.
No.
I can't
No
miss that
way.
experience. And it was so clutch because then the bus came, and it was a hard travel because we had to stop everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
We had to drop at Merced. We had to drop to Sandy. I mean, we had to drop to Reading. We had to drop to Stockton. We had to drop everywhere. And then once it became morning, we we got our stuff. We were ready to go to Anaheim, and we finally went after all the struggles that we had to get through.
Damn.
And like we just found a hotel at last minute. So like we had to
But you
book
made it
everything. Yeah, but I made it to day one, and I got to meet some of the OpTic people,
on
and
day
I'm
one.
glad for that experience. Yeah,
That there's a few people that have stories like that, I feel like, in the community that I've heard of.
yeah,
Not necessarily on here, but just
yeah,
like their first event was somehow just a pain in the ass to go to.
yeah,
Like there's a few different, I'm trying to remember someone I feel like someone else has a really similar story where it was like almost everything that could have gone wrong. It was like Murphy's Law, right? Like
yeah,
almost everything that could have gone wrong went wrong, and then something went right at the last minute and like
yeah,
let it all happen.
yeah,
I want to say like Scump has, it's not Scump's first. No, because Scump's first event, his buddy's mom had to like talk Scump's mom into it or something.
yeah,
But there's a few pros, like if you, I think they probably talk about on the eavesdrop, where it's like their first event was just somehow, it's like they were not meant to
yeah.
get there.
It was like the twins,
Yeah.
Arcides and
Oh yeah,
Pristini.
yeah. That one
Yeah,
was, yeah. That's the one I'm thinking
yeah,
of. Because didn't
yeah,
there like car breakdown and
yeah,
yeah, it was the twins.
yeah,
Yeah, just a shit show. And then
yeah,
but they ended up making it. And it's like once you
yeah,
do make it, especially Anaheim, if I could
yeah,
vote for anybody and everybody's first event, like what I think they should go to, I would probably say Anaheim. It's just
yeah,
like it's got the vibes. It
yeah. I
is a
was gonna
vibe.
say that. Yeah, it's a
Like
vibe. Yeah,
the weather's perfect.
yeah,
You're right next to Disneyland. Like Southern California has really good culture as a whole.
yeah,
Um, Anaheim has some of the most legendary moments in CoD esports.
yeah,
That was when Complexity took down Farico in 2013 and started their dynasty
yeah,
run. Who's the best in the game? Uh, there's a lot. It's a storied
yeah,
not an organization, but a storied event. I think if the Thieves
Yeah.
If LA Thieves ever get an opening event, I don't think they'll do it at Anaheim, but I think it'd be really smart if they did do it at Anaheim.
Yeah.
Like, they could be the organization, because MLG Anaheim as an event is so storied, and now there's like never going to be another one with the league, but they could be the ones to kind of fill that and
Petition
say no,
to bring it back.
like, we have a position in the league, right? We own the LA Thieves league spot, the franchise spot, and we are going to have our event at the Anaheim Convention Center.
Yeah.
Like, they really could bring it back. Or the Gorillas.
Yeah.
I think it'd just be a lot less cool if it was the Gorillas. The Gorillas don't have as much culture around their brand.
Yeah, it's like Thieves. They went
did
back
beat
to back.
FaZe somehow.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they don't have the culture that the Thieves have around them. Nate Shot's done so good building that.
Yeah.
Did you buy anything from their drop a couple days ago? Or was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday.
The OpTic Chicago thing?
No, the LA Thieves. Or the
LA
100 Thieves, technically.
No, I haven't.
Gotcha.
Because I haven't had enough money to buy it.
I didn't like too many of the designs. I would have got one of the mesh hats. They had a cool mesh hat, but that's about it.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it? Anything else you want to talk about? Give yourself some shout outs. Twitch, YouTube, you said it was what was the YouTube tag again?
No Limit AFK.
No Limit
YouTube.
AFK. People, go visit it if you're looking for some Call of Duty content. If you like watching Call of Duty holiday content, go check it out. Do you stream on YouTube or are you on Twitch?
I stream on YouTube.
Okay. Is that where, do you have content anywhere else? TikTok, Instagram? Twitter?
Twitter, yeah.
No Limit AFK as well, I believe, is your tag. Yep. TikTok and Instagram, no? Yes?
I have an Instagram.
Yeah,
it's Brandon X Matlock.
Hey, Brandon X Matlock. I'll throw it up as
_.
I'll find it and throw it up on the screen. It'll also be linked in the description below. Something I've been forgetting to do for episodes, I think 3, 4, and 5, is give a shout out to the guy that's letting me use his music, LuvFromPluto. So, Pat, if you're listening to this, I haven't forgotten about you. Thank you for letting me use your intro and outro music for this podcast. You guys can check his music out below as well. LuvFromPluto, it's going to be the very bottom link. It's where I put all my music for all my content, is always the very bottom link. Thank you, Brandon, for coming on.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Good time. I hope that events open back up and I can meet you at an actual event. This time I'll bring my own Sharpie, so I don't have to borrow yours, hopefully.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on again. No
problem, man.
Thanks for being punctual on the time as well. Like noon on the dot. I was like, yes, here we go.
Yep.
This episode will be going up on, let me check the dates, because I'm going to have an episode go up today. And then this episode will probably be going up on the 2nd of May.
Okay.
Should get things back on schedule. It's supposed to be every other week, but I missed a week. So I'm going to do one on this Sunday and one next Sunday, and then start doing the every other again.
Okay.
So May the 2nd, this episode will be going live. That's it though. Let's cue the outro music, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.